That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
Good Thursday evening to everybody out there listening in cars, listening in bars, listening through the wall and in the hall. And if you don't like my show, you can kiss my left cheek right here. That's all. No, we're not going to be nasty tonight. You know, Vegas is here and he's pure, so we're going to try to behave ourselves tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, degenerates of all ages, welcome to another Thursday evening of That Fuzz and Rock Show, and it is jam freaking packed tonight. We have a whole shitload of stuff to get to. I'm sorry, Vegas, stuff load of stuff to get to. I don't want to hurt your ears, man. We got a whole shitload of stuff to get to, guys. So, bear with me. It's going to be kind of an interactive thing. We have a lot of pictures, a clip to show. We got a whole bunch of stuff for you guys. We're not going to let you down, I promise. So, first and foremost, we're going to say hello to our new friends at Upstate Records. We have teamed up with Mario and Kim over at Upstate. We are going to be doing some interviews with their bands that they feature, and we may be giving away some CDs or merch or tickets, or but the focus is always, as always, is on the music. So we welcome them. You guys are going to see their logo all throughout the show. So make sure you guys are supporting them. It's upstaterecordsnewyork.com. Instagram, it's at Upstate Records Inc. Facebook is just Upstate Records. It's at Upstate Records. YouTube is at Upstate Records New York. Full word on that one. Go check them out. They're doing great things over there, and we're happy to have you guys on. You know, I'm blessed to have them as partners. So Mario and Kim, thank you. Welcome aboard, and we're gonna kick some ass. Make sure you guys are also checking out Ralph Renner's Capital Underground. I mean, Ralph Renner does it all exclusively over on nippertown.com. You guys can check that out every week, 1 full hour, the best local music you can find anywhere out there. We're also going to talk to you guys about Nipperfest. It's coming fast, man. July 23rd, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's going to be a long day. 15 bands, 2 stages, presented by presented by Frog Alley Brewing. You're going to see the Fig, Super 400, Cersei, Sawyer Fredericks, a whole lot more. There's going to be food trucks. Frog Alley Craft Beer will be there. Kid and dog friendly. Don't forget that. It's Music Haven in Central Park in Schenectady. And it is, I have to clear up a little confusion. There's a lot of people that think this is going to be at like Frog Alley and Putnam Place. It is not. Okay. They are two of our biggest sponsors. So we put their names pretty big on the banners and stuff and the posters. It is going to be at Music Haven in Central Park in Schenectady. Thank you to our sponsors, Putnam Place, Capital Region Living, Saratoga Living, Stewart Shops, Hudson Valley Community College, CDPHP. You have WEXT, WEQX, Capcom, Forte Creative Group, Market 32, the Dennis Entertainment Group, Krista Palumbo over at Coldwell Banker, and of course, those at Music Haven. It's going to be a show you will definitely not want to miss. The show of the summer. It's going to be a huge thing. Long day, guys. So make sure you guys are hydrated, get your rest, eat your Wheaties, all that shit, and make sure you guys get down there to check out Nipper Fest 2022, presented by Frog Alley Brewing and Company. Got it. I got it all out. So this Wednesday night, speaking of beer and whatnot, the mayor of Nippertown and myself were privileged enough to be able to guest bartend at a local bar here. It's an amazing place. It's called the King's Inn. It's in Schenectady. We had one hell of a time. The people that were there were rocking. So I want to send a special shout out, first of all, to Ike Joseph from Ike's Wasted World. He did one hell of an acoustic set there, entertained us for the 3 hours that we were there. So Ike, we appreciate you. Super big thanks to Judy and Humpy for letting us do that. Your hospitality was amazing. So we thank you guys. And of course, very special thanks to the beautiful Cassidy who taught us the ropes and basically carried us the whole night. So thank you to Cassidy. And as a matter of fact, they are playing the show live as we speak at the King's Inn right now. So everybody that's sitting at King's Inn, here's what I want you to do. I want you guys to buy a shot, and I want you to all hold it up, and I want you to toast the King's Inn, Humpy and Judy and Cassidy for me. Do that for me, please. I appreciate it. So here's to you guys. Everybody cheers them while you're over there. And that's that one out of the way. Next week, we're going to have the mayor of Nippertown on here. We're going to be talking all about Nipperfest. Jim and I are. And that is going to be another one that you don't want to miss. Jess, how you doing tonight? Sicko, what's happening, brother? Appreciate you guys stopping by. So speaking of stopping by, make sure you guys are checking us out. If you guys are on Facebook, it's facebook.com/thatfuzzandrock show. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. We definitely appreciate that and the support. Give a like to the video if you guys enjoy what you're seeing. Over on the YouTube side, it's youtube.com/thatfuzzandrock show. Check us out over there. Give us a quick subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime to do it. Hit that little bell. That notification bell means every time we go on the air, you guys are going to get a notification that we go live. You can also check us out on TikTok and Instagram at That Fuzzing Rock Show. Everything's the same at That Fuzzing Rock Show. So make sure you guys do that. We also have Wednesday night, speaking of the King's Inn, every Wednesday night is open mic night at the King's Inn. Make sure you guys stop in and belt out some of your favorite tunes. Tell Cass Fuzz sent you and say hi to Humpy and Judy for me while you're over there. So give them guys some love. King's Inn doing great stuff over there. So yeah, I have a fuzzy on my mic. Can you believe that? All right, let's bring the boys in. I'm sure you guys are sick of listening to me. So let's bring the boys in. We are here for several reasons tonight, but the main reason we're going to be talking about the movie that's coming out. It's called The Full Moon Fathers. We have two guys, local legends, of course, that are going to be joining us tonight. They are involved in the project. We're going to welcome Mr. Jim Wertman and Mr. Vegas Nacy to the show. Gentlemen, how are you this evening?
Very well.
Good.
It's great to see you guys. Listen, I appreciate you guys stopping by. We're going to get to all this stuff in a second, but first, I want you guys to chime in on a little debate that I've been seeing going on Facebook, and I think we have to address it. It's music, and it's a kind of a touchy subject, I think, because I'm seeing two sides of it. I'm seeing hell no and hell yeah. So I guess we got to kind of talk this out. The great Pantera debate of 2022 started today. I guess what the announcement said is that in 2023, Phil Anselmo and Rex Brown are going to be touring as Pantera. Now the rumor, and it's only rumor. I'm not saying it's definitely this, it's definitely that, but this is the rumor, is that Zakk Wylde and Charlie Benante are going to be playing guitar and drums respectfully. Both of those guys were good friends of Diamond Vince. We all know that. So I get what's your Jim? What's your thought on that whole thing as just an idea? What's your thought on that?
Cash grab. But that really the only Pantera news I would want to hear is Vegas getting back together with Jared and getting that tribute band going again. That's Pantera news I want to hear.
All right, I'm with that, man. Vegas, what about you, bro? What do you think?
I can be with that. I'm definitely down with that, Jim. I was fortunate enough to see Pantera from when they were still playing bars all the way through. And they're one of my all-time favorite bands, obviously. I think Phil is able to pull this off now because Vinny wouldn't allow it before. So I don't know if it's for money or if he genuinely wants to do. Listen, if he can sing those songs still, God bless him. I don't know if he can pull them off. But would I go if the opportunity arose? I'd probably go, but I get some people have never gotten to see Pantera, so they're like, this is better than nothing. At least I get to see, two out of four. But yeah, I'm mixed about it, man. I really am.
I guess my feeling, I mean, a lot of stuff went through my head when I heard it. Like I said, well, what, that's like, Plant and John Paul Jones taking somebody else out on tour as Zeppelin, like it's kind of that whole kind of vibe.
Yes.
But I guess if I don't know, man, if somebody gave, if the Abbott family gave their blessing, I mean, I guess I'd be okay with it. Like the first thing I thought was, okay, cash grab, somebody's broke, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough call for me because
the thing is, there had been a reason why they didn't do it while everyone was alive, or at least why Vinny was still alive anyway.
Right.
There had been a reason there why,
Oh, there was. Vinny hated Phil. He took the blame. He blamed Phil for Dimebag's death. That's exactly what happened. So he didn't want any part of it.
And that was part of that dude that killed Dime. That was part of his thing, was that he was in diaries or Facebook or memoirs or some shit. He was saying that, that he blamed Dime for the break of Pantera, and that's why he did it. Or that's why he was going to do it, something to that effect. I don't know if that was rumor or not, but I've heard that so many times. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, I couldn't even imagine any of these nightclub tragedy, any tragedy in general, but I couldn't even imagine, like, the two things that I think about a lot when I go to shows are that show and the one where Great White had the fire.
Yeah.
Those are the two I think about, like man, that, and there it's crazy how shit can happen in an instant like that. But people.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, bud. You're good.
I was lucky enough. I sat with Bongzilla, who was the bass player of Damage Plan, and Pat, who was the singer. I think his name was Pat, but he also plays guitar, and he was filling in for Killswitch one time. They were out on tour with Seven Dust, so we went back to the bus after Seven Dust. I was there, and those two, and all of a sudden they started telling the story, exactly how it went down on that stage, and man, it was brutal. Everyone was crying, tearing up. It really was a brutal story. And it's to see your brother like that, especially the last thing you heard from your old singer was, I wish harm upon Dimebag. And the next thing he's killed, it's got to be hard to get over.
Yeah, it's got to be rough. I mean, I was, listening to Jason Bittner, another local guy here. Yeah. He was the last one to play Walk with Dime.
He sure was.
And that says a lot, man. That's gotta kind of weigh heavy on Bittner too, because shit, like his own brother,
they were all friends.
His own brother didn't even get to play that song with him last with Jason. So it's kind of heavy. I mean, it's actually, it's kind of an honor, to be honest with you, I would think anyways, but
hell yeah.
So getting back to that whole thing, do you think they should tour as Pantera or a Pantera's song name? because that's part of the debate too. People are like, they shouldn't do it as Pantera. They should do it as like Southern Trendkill or something to that effect. You know what I mean?
They both had a hand in writing Pantera songs.
100%.
Mostly was Dimebag and Vinny, but they did help write songs. So they have the right to use the name. I mean,
I think if you're going to do it, you just do it and do
Yeah.
Pantera. And
Yeah.
what do you think, Jim?
Yeah, there's always going to be haters, and the haters are always going to get, and they're always going to be louder than everybody else anyway, because most people don't give a shit, and small percentage care, and that's all we hear. So,
yeah.
Okay, here's the big question. After the tour is over, do they record new Pantera music? What do you think?
I don't think so. No way. No,
I say no.
That's all about the guitar riffs and stuff. It's like,
yep.
Yeah.
I say no to it. It definitely would not be the same. So
No,
do you think it's a tribute to the music or is it a money grab?
It's so hard to say. I mean, you know what I think, honestly, and not to cut anyone off, but I think in Phil's brain, he never got to have that reunion with them. So in the way his brain works, I think he just needs to have that Pantera. He needs to be attached to that Pantera. And he knows he messed up back then, and all that. And I think he just needs that one last, okay, I'm back connected to that name.
Right, connect with the fans. I did sense that when he played Upstate a bunch of years ago, and he stayed at the end of that show or forever. He thanked and hugged everybody in that place that wanted to shake his hand and hug, and he couldn't thank people enough for coming to that show, and hardly anybody went. And here you're seeing one of the biggest names in rock and roll ever, playing at Upstate for, I don't know what the hell's it, a couple hundred people showed up. It's like,
yeah, you're right. That's he's. And he knows now. But, alcohol, drugs, those things, you go through those phases. You clean up, maybe you slip up again. Who knows? But he's a hell of a guy to talk to and a great guy to be around. I've never seen anything but, and I've gotten to meet him a bunch, So I don't know. I mean.
I remember after the show a long time ago, they came to Winners afterwards. And they were hanging at Winners, and that was I mean,
we played pool till 5, 6 in the morning.
Vinny and Dime are fucking nuts, man. They're out of their minds.
Yeah.
What'd you have to say?
When you walked into Winners, there was one picture behind the bar. You guys remember that? It was Salam and Phil hugging. A massive, big, huge picture. Yeah. That was like their club, man. They came up spending time there, and I talked to Phil about Salam, and he loves Salam. And to this day, he's like, my God, Salam.
Oh, I bet you Salam probably paid him, though. At least Phil got paid, I'm sure.
Oh, well, the band, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, they got paid. Not many others did, but they got paid for sure.
Listen, those guys never did me wrong. Any of my bands were treated like gold and always got paid.
I always got the whole we went in to collect after we were done playing and all. Oh, the door was not that good. Here you go. This is what you get. Like, damn, we got nailed again.
Yeah. I can see.
What about Jim? Did you see Pantera live?
No. That was during the heyday when I became all the bands were in their heyday and I was becoming an adult. I did the whole, had to be the dad and had to just stop doing all the fun stuff forever, and missed all those bands in those years, whatever.
So would you go see this show?
No way.
No,
I've already seen enough. I've already seen enough of the bands now that I haven't seen before that are just like Malevolent Creation. I just saw. I actually walked out as soon as the band come out. They're like a 3-piece. One of the guitar players doing vocals. I'm like, what is this? This band used to be 2 guitars, 5 people. I'm like, he barely got into the first chorus. I'm like, we're going out of here.
Yeah,
I'm like this is, come on.
Yeah, he's right about that stuff. That I can't stand shit like that when there's no original members left.
Well, even the guitar player's there, but then he changed the whole dynamic of the band and made it down to a 3-piece. It's like you're totally changing the sound. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not going for that. You're going for what you remember
Right.
what you
right.
listen to.
Yeah, I know you're going to be older and you're not going to be running around the stage as much as you were, 20 years ago, but, you should still be able to, pick the strings good enough.
I just got a video message from Cassidy over at the King's Inn. They did a shot for us.
Nice.
They did. Absolutely. That's awesome. All right. So, you know what? We'll finish the debate on Facebook, I guess. We're going to focus on you guys tonight. And I'm going to try and change up this screen a little bit so that we put. There we go. All right. That's much better. So, Jim, you'll be up there in a minute. So, you guys are both acting in the upcoming film, The Full Moon Fathers. You guys are obviously two very well-known faces in the 518 music scene. Probably two of the coolest motherfuckers that I know. And I'm glad to have you guys here. I appreciate you taking your time. So let's talk about. I'm going through my list of. I have like little points that I want to make here. I don't even know where to start, boys. So tell us a little bit about the Full Moon Fathers.
Should we skip the parts about COVID, mosquitoes, and rain? And,
And glasses.
Yeah, not having glasses running around in the woods.
Jim, you got it. I mean, come on. Those are awesome stories.
Yeah, it was fun for sure.
All right, so I'll tell you what, we'll talk about the movie in a little bit. I'm going to get to some personal stuff with you guys first. Vegas, we're going to start with you. You've been around the scene for a couple years anyways. Bring us back to your beginning on this scene. What was your first band? Let's go first band to last band. And
started on the scene with a band called Sticks and Stones. And we changed a couple members wait a minute. Yeah. Then we changed the name to Licorice Dream Suite. Oh my God. Please, with that name.
That's a good name. I like it.
Yeah, I can already picture the hair. Find me a picture of the hair, and I want to see if the hair I'm picturing is exactly the hair that I'm picturing you had
Jim,
at that
time. I'll send you pictures, brother. I'll send you pictures. But it was the bass player had a dream, and he said someone brought me to a room, and it was called the Licorice Dream Suite, SUITE. So, all right, it sounded different. We went with it. Then eventually, I was like, I can't take it anymore. So we went with Bonebox. Became Bonebox, and we were around for a while until the late '90s. The guitar player moved away. We ended, and then I moved to Tampa real quick. I was down in Tampa. I mean, I love Florida. I really do. And it wasn't the right time for me to be there. I wanted to come back home. And when I did, I was like, I want to start something is different from everything else. A mishmash of genres. Mm-hmm. So I came up with, metal and swing and rockabilly, that kind of thing. And I called a couple people. But Valeni, before I left, was always saying, let's do something together. Why are we not doing something together? So I called him. We started talking. We came up with the name, the Bruise Brothers. I think Valeni came up with the name. And, we went from there. That was a good run. Kind of short but sweet. Mm-hmm. After the Bruise Brothers, I started recording Selfish Needy Creatures. Just me and a producer. And I had done that for a few years. Well, I had so many songs. The producer comes in one day and says, I lost all your files. Oh. I don't have any original files and I have no backups.
Damn.
I wanted to murder him. I really wanted to murder him. So that was a lot of wasted time. But then I said, all right, I'll put the band together. I had songs we could listen to. And then we put Selfish Needy Creatures together. For a while. Then I also did Stronger Than All, which was Pantera tribute. I started what was that band? Embrace the Curse. Embrace the Curse.
Yep.
That was with Leo Curley and Mario from Upstate and Bernie and Matt on drums. And then after that, we started doing some Blues Brothers reunion shows. And now, well, I was in the Clay People for a while.
Yep.
And now I just left last night. I left for Massachusetts and I sang with a band. It's a hardcore band that needs a singer. So far, so good. I don't want to ruin it if it doesn't come to fruition, but
No, definitely not, because if it's good, that's another show for me. So don't say nothing.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we're hoping on that one, you know.
So let's talk about your book. You talked last time we talked.
Yeah.
You were talking about a book. Do we have a title for it? And
Yeah. The book is called Scars to Prove It.
how's that coming along?
Man, it's slow. It's slow because when I first started the book, I said I want to include my childhood because my childhood was pretty nutty. You know, there was a lot of things going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was so much to that. I was like, wow, maybe I should just leave the childhood stories, end it at, you know, a certain age, and then write a different book for the later years. And then my wife was saying, yeah, I think people are going to be more interested in your later year stories than your childhood stuff. So I'm conflicted. And then, you know, it's that old, do I mention names? I mean, it's an honest book for me. There's a lot of honesty in there. When I was a scumbag, I'm telling you I was a scumbag. Like, I am owning everything I went through. So I just want it to be, I don't know, I want it to be right.
And that's the best way to do it. You don't want to,
Yeah.
you know, you don't want to put out something that's half-assed just to put it out.
No,
And
definitely not.
I appreciate that. So are we looking at a release date, or are you just kind of going and when it's done, it's coming?
Yeah, I really don't have a release date, but when I know I'm on a roll and I know where the end is, I will let you know, as long as everybody else. And you know, I want to do something with that too, a release of some sort.
Good, because that's another show. Hell yeah, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm racking them up. All right, so one more thing, and then we're going to talk to Jim for a minute.
Yeah.
Poker Face on Peacock.
Yes.
What's up with that, man?
Yeah, I did a day's worth of work. It'll probably wind up being, you know, a minute or 30 seconds of me being in the show, if at all. Maybe they'll cut the scene, but the actress's name I did the scene with, she was in Orange is the New Black.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but
Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah, that's her. So
I did my homework, buddy. I did.
That's awesome, man. We're actually, she's going to see a band. We're all going to see a band called Krampus, which I guess is a real band.
Yes. Yep.
And we're partying, tailgating, and someone, well, I won't ruin it, but somebody causes a scene. She gets out of the car, and I'm one of the drunk partiers standing next to her.
Nice.
You know, yeah. I hope it doesn't get cut, man, but I realize that's the kind of, I want to do more of that too. So 2 more scenes like that, and then I'm official SAG member, and then I can really do speaking roles in you know, national movies and stuff.
Sure,
so that's where I'm hoping to do that too.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very
man.
cool. All right, Mr. Wertman, on to you now, my friend.
And might I say, I love this man so much. He is one of the fucking coolest guys, along with you, of course, Fuzz. I mean, I miss you, but man, Jim, he's a hell of a guy.
Yeah, I agree, dude. Him and Star, both Stars. I call Star my favorite.
Oh,
he's one of my favorite people in the world.
She is. If you're in a bad mood, she will lift you and kick the shit out of you and lift you out of that rut in a heartbeat.
The hugs alone, you can't be miserable.
She's perfect. Every show I go to, I just wind her up. I get to go stand in my corner, be quiet. I just let her go, and she bounces around, takes care of the PR.
Oh, that's good stuff. All right, so I got to go back to the my previous page here. Jim, we're going to talk about your photography because you are, I would say, like the metal scene's premier photographer in the 518. And I know you hate the attaboys and the adulation and stuff like that. I know you're not really in it for that. And you do it because you love it, which is awesome. So I did pull a couple off your page. And I'm just going to kind of fan through them real quick so people can see them. And of course, Bob Riley.
Bobby.
There's this real handsome fella there. I mean, and of course, Ray. And these are guys. These are just a few pictures.
Or Mike hates that picture of Brick by Brick though, because I
really?
missed him in that shot. Yeah, because I missed him in it. He's out of the shot a little bit.
Oh, I see. Like, okay, I got
everything's perfect. He's like, I have to figure out how to use Photoshop someday, and I'll get him in there somewhere.
I'll tell you what. I'll use my Photoshop and put him in. It's gonna look like shit, but I'll put him in there. And then, of course, Mariah, a couple from her there. I mean, Jim, it's just, and these are just ones that I just randomly pulled. Like, your stuff is amazing. It's almost like, that's one of my favorites is of Nick there. And this one also. A couple of my faves there. But, I mean, your stuff is, first let me ask you this. What actually got you into photography? Is it something you've done all your life or recent project or? No,
not at all. I used to take pictures here and there as a kid. I think everybody did. But I never was into it that much. I know even my phone. I noticed my phone like certain years. Once I go back, even my photos, they just stop. Now it's kind of just I get into it a little bit with after a drunk purchase of the camera. I started with the usual stuff of nature and all that crap, and then actually I remember Pete Gregory was a fellow bouncer at Trick Shots with me. Mm-hmm. And always towards the end of shows, if he was working, he'd pull out his camera and take pictures or whatever. And, you know, it was before social media was really heavy for me. So, like, I wasn't really noticing what he was doing with them. I thought he was just taking it for personal or whatever. And then, and that sort of stuff is going on Facebook. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And I take my camera to a show. And next thing you know.
And there it is.
Make the pictures.
But you don't just do metal shows and bands and stuff. You do some landscape stuff, a lot of cemetery stuff, which I actually have a couple hanging in the house here, prints wise. Is the band your favorite, or do you have is the band your favorite? Do you like landscape more, like, or is it just kind of like a mix of the two of them? You dig whatever.
They're completely different to me. Like the band stuff is so easy for me to do, and the landscape stuff is hard. And that's the reason why I do both of them. You know, if they're both easy, I would fall to one or the other, I think. But it's the fact that they're you know, one is easier, and you know, and it just comes natural, and it makes me feel good. And then the landscape stuff aggravates me and frustrates me. Even as much as, like, you know, I know I got probably a lot of band friends out there listening. Like when I do like photo shoots for bands, that shit stresses me out so much because that's an easy shot to get, right? Everybody's just standing there, you know. It's like the guy running around on stage. That's supposed to be hard to do, but I find that easy, you know. And it's like, yeah. So yeah, all the set stuff is really stressful to me, but I'm getting over it. You know, COVID gave me a lot of time to kind of regroup and you know, pull my faculties together or something.
Now the downstairs studio, and I got to get another computer in there because I really don't like doing the show from up here, but the one I'm more comfortable down there, but you know, 6-1/8 doesn't matter. The wall that's behind me in the downstairs studio is actually named after you and Star. It's the Wertman wall. And we put that up there because we have your picture up there, and we were doing some work with some print giveaways and stuff like that. But speaking of your prints, lefthandcreation666.com. Let's talk about that for a minute. That's your website for your artwork, correct?
Yeah, it's mostly right now just being used like as a portfolio. Mm-hmm. I'll sell stuff if someone wants to buy something, but I'm not really like actively pushing it, mostly because I'm really just lazy. I just kind of want to just make pictures, you know. Like I said, but if anybody ever wants anything, come to me. You want your profile picture printed, I'll make copies or whatever you want. But I really don't push it though.
And I say that too all the time when I'm giving the plug for Left Hand Creations. It's not just the stuff that's on the website. I know you've said before, anything that you have on Facebook too, any of the band pictures, the landscape, that can all be made in prints, and you actually do the prints from your house, right?
Yeah. I jumped, bit the bullet and spent some serious money and bought a professional grade printer, and because I was just sick, I got sick of using the print shops. You either get poor print quality, they don't give you exactly what you want. I can't get what I want, and then I gotta wait. And this is just nice to be able to just pop something off. I think even just this stuff we've used for our own personal, it's already paid for itself. So it's not even and the ink is not even nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
It's very good on ink, not like old printers. I think where old printers overused ink. They're very, very efficient on ink these days. So I've done a ton of printing and haven't really used that much ink on it. So yeah, it's definitely a good investment.
So you guys that are in bands, if Wertman's taking your picture, you guys can get them printed up and do your best. Let's help that printer pay for a new printer. How's that? About that, right? I had one more thing for you and I forgot. Okay, so yeah, all your photos that are on Facebook, they're available for prints. We already went through that. I want to make sure I took care of that. Vegas, I'm going to go back to you for a second. I'm learning all this new shit about this freaking program I'm using. It's kind of awesome. You can bounce people back and forth and shit. Let's talk about the Precious Souls Foundation. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How did that come about? And tell us a little bit about that.
Up, I think seeing kids abused, it always, it's one of those things that it makes me livid. And I think once I had my own children, it really took a hold of me. And I always wanted to do something. I always give to charities for abused children and stuff. But then I said, why can't I start my own? Why, and so the reason I named it Precious Souls in the beginning was I was working all these shows and playing all these shows and being around, rock stars and musicians. And I was like, wow, I could take maybe Chuck Taylor's. I'll have these musicians and rock stars autograph them, and then I'll auction them off, and I'll put all that money towards the kids. But Precious Souls, souls of the children, souls of the sneaker. That's why, I went there with the name. And now, my company that I work for is helping out with trying to get that all started. I need to do a GoFundMe for the 501c3, which is the paperwork that gets you your tax ID number, and then you're legit. It's between $3,000 and $5,000 to do. So GoFundMes, I really do, but I think in order to get this lifted and not stall it anymore, I'm going to have to do that.
It's definitely something important. And dude, if you need help with that, fundraising stuff, I'm behind that. I love kids. So I'm behind that 100%. So if I can help you in any way, you definitely let me know for sure.
There we go. Let's get some print auctions or something going on. We're just talking about printing. I'll get some prints done.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Did we just create like a trifecta of awesome?
God, we are amazing. We are like amazing. This needs to be like a weekly show.
You know what though? Look at you got Steve saying Jim's picture amazing. Steve also says Jim and Star Rule. Dan Young, thank you, Dan, says 3 great dudes right there. Well, where else are we? The lovely Tabitha Winter says, love all of this. Chris Lynch, another one of my favorite people. 3 of my favorite people in one show. Well cast. My favorite photo ever taken of me was by Jim Wertman. And what can I say about Vegas Nacy? See that? And then Steve, here comes Steve. Look at this. Let's set up a benefit show for Precious Souls. Everybody wants to help out, and that's awesome. That's the best part about our music community.
Yes.
Is that when somebody needs, everybody comes together, and that's fucking awesome.
Man, you know what? And I feel like I don't want to be intrusive, and I always think like, oh, people are probably, Vegas, Jesus Christ, blah, blah, blah. So I stay away, but it's true. The community is so incredible, and everyone's more than willing to help out. I just can't say enough about it. Really, it's the 518 scene, amazing.
Hate the Adversary would definitely be down for that. See that? I love it, man. That's awesome, Steve. Thank you for that. That's freaking cool, man.
Absolutely, thank you.
So I'm gonna go back to Jim for a second. And Jim, you shaved. Where'd your beard go?
Holy mackerel!
I forgot to put a shirt on. Might as well see my shirt.
Yeah, right. Not only does Jim have probably the most luxurious beard in the country, I'm going to say it. You also have a pretty big collection of band shirts, no?
Oh, dude, it's insane. Yeah, I get most of them down in bins in the cellar. I can't even wear them all, and I can't even wear them because I sweat like a pig all summer, and I can't wear them anyway. Like now, it's freezing in my house. Is the only reason why I got a t-shirt on.
Do you have any idea how many you have?
No, not nearly as many old ones as I would hope at this point either. You know,
Do you have any favorites?
You know, it's funny. Yeah, I do. Like, I just seen someone talking about the band today on Facebook. Triflife, hardcore band from Cahos.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. It's like the perfect fitting shirt. The design on it's also got a huge design on the back, small design on the front. Like it was made for a bearded man. And the band is awesome. It's like, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite local shirts. Yeah, Triflife shirt.
Dan Young said 1,000 Yard too. This is building, Vegas.
Man,
this is building, man.
Look all right,
out.
I am going to contact these guys. Absolutely.
Maybe
we should all be involved. I mean,
maybe a little a Bone Boxer Bruise Brothers appearance might not hurt either. You know. But cool. Listen, that's up to you, man. I'm not gonna get into that. You know what I mean? That's up to you.
No.
But no, that'd be good, man. Listen, if we can put that together, we would definitely do that. Just a fundraiser for the cause.
Man.
Get the thing up and rolling and start doing good things for kids, man. Because people do a lot of shitty things. If you look at the news, man, people do a lot of shitty things to kids. And it's like they're so fucking innocent and perfect and they're great and they make you smile. And like, why would you do anything to a kid? You're an asshole. But
exactly. Yeah.
My brother, I'm down for whatever, man. So if we can get this done, we'll talk more about it, in the weeks to come and months to come or whatever. And maybe we can put something together. Hopefully, anyways.
That'd be amazing. I do have a question real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, man. Shoot.
Jim, what is the band shirt you have on right now? I couldn't see it.
Oh, Mortal Enslavement.
Mortal Enslavement. Perfect.
I got to get
it's Upstate Records release. It just came out.
Yep.
And they're playing Tuesday. So it's all kinds of, current advertisement and everything.
Yeah, I got to get them on. I got to get them on the show too, for sure.
Yeah.
I had another question for you and I lost it. Where the hell is it? Okay. Jim, how many albums or CDs do you own together? Combined.
Oh, physical?
Got to be in the thousands, I would imagine, right?
Oh, dude, I used to actually, I was so mental that I actually kept track of it because I was starting to like duplicate buy stuff.
Yep.
And at that point I was like over 4,000 physical. So I've got to be well over 5,000 physical now. The house is insane. It's almost like a hoarder house.
In a good way though, for that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's funny. I used to get so much abuse for it before, like people on forums and stuff be like, "Oh man, you can't listen to all that music." And it's like I said, even if I listen to it once, most small distro stuff is like $5 or $10. So if I listen to it once, you go spend $15, you get to watch a movie once. So like even if I watch it, listen to that CD one time and file it away, whatever, it was worth its $5. But
he's got a good point there.
So, yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun to collect.
Dude, if you have that many in your house, we should call your house Columbia House. You know what I mean? But you ain't getting Jim shit for a penny. You're not getting 10 for a penny from Jim. No way. Okay, last question for you, Jim. Then we'll get right into the movie. Digital copy or physical copy?
Dude, I've just actually probably in the last year or so went back over COVID and stuff. Physical. It's like, especially now I got hearing aids. It sounds physical. It sounds better. Digital, music is lost, through digital. I don't know, and streaming.
I just do digital because I'm lazy. I can't.
Well, me too. I probably still listen to. Majority of stuff I listen to is digital. But you're asking me for preference. I'd say I'd play the CD. I actually tend to play the digital more because in my mind I'm thinking, even if I own a CD, because in my mind I'm thinking I am helping that band. Get that quarter of a penny for the entire album that I listen to. But at least they get to play.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right, so let's talk about the movie. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that I found. There's this one and that one.
Oh.
And this one. And listen, they're public domain, so I'm not giving nothing
it's
away.
not. Yeah.
And then there's this one, and
Oh man,
I think that's probably my favorite one right there. That's cool.
yeah. I forgot about that picture.
There's Vegas
Oh,
on
that
the bike. And I kind of dig this one too. Now that's a cool one.
Look how small I look next to Jim.
Minus the bloody marshmallow spine attempt that Sean tried.
And then there's this one, which is the one I used for the interview itself. So let's talk about this project you work on. It's called The Full Moon Fathers. It is a Sean Cranston film. And I do have to say, I told Vegas this already, but I'm excited about this. Sean Cranston actually followed my YouTube channel today. And that's just, to me, that's just like I just got a meeting with the Queen or something. Like that was awesome. I'm like, because I had a notification. I'm like, all right, who's that? I'm like, holy shit, literally out loud. I'm like, holy shit, that guy just followed my face or my YouTube page. It was cool. So let's talk about the movie. Tell me a little bit about the movie without giving anything away, because I know Sean will probably unfollow my YouTube and kill me along the way. So.
Quickly.
Well, Jim,
let's start with Vegas. Well, let me throw Vegas up on a big screen for a second. We'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about it, and Jim, chime in if you want to.
Yeah.
The gist of it is, this is about a group of guys 300 years ago that burned a witch, and as she's perishing, puts a curse on her. Am I going to give too much away here?
I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to just go like we already got an IMDb to just be like that guy.
You know what? Here, let's do this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let's do this, and then we'll talk about it. Ready? I'm going to play the trailer for the movie.
Oh, cool.
And then you guys can kind of gauge what you kind of can't talk about, I guess. So this is the actual trailer for the movie, The Full Moon Fathers, and that's going to be released October 16th, if I'm not mistaken. And there's going to be a showing at the Malta Drive In. I'm hoping that I'm going to try and contact the Malta Drive In, and maybe I can work something where we can get a big thing going there. I'd like to get them to give me some tickets to give away. We'll push people towards the place, and we'll have a big ass Full Moon Fathers party. So let me play this trailer, and then we'll talk more about the movie. Check this out. We'll be right back.
We got a lead on these Full Moon Fathers. They're ex-military turned criminal biker gang.
Pity about your girlfriend, Bonds.
Yeah, but if you love them, kill them.
Gentlemen, these are dangerous men. They will take aggressive means to stop us. Do not be afraid to fight back.
They won't follow us in here.
God be with you.
Let's ride, shitheads.
I absolutely cannot wait, man. That looks
It's so good. It's so awesome.
That looks fucking awesome. I can't wait, man.
And might I say, the camera guys, that was Westfield Films. Amazing job at, the trailer. If the movie looks like the trailer, I am down. If it doesn't, I'll be the parking next to the exit. So I'll be the first one out of the drive-in. No, it was a blast.
I'm still amazed how this stuff all comes together. Like to know how we shot it, like so many scenes, like even from doing a skinless video, just all the crap, all these little clips and these little different angles, and then the stuff they use to put those scenes together, and to just watch it come together. It's just awesome. It's such an awesome skill.
We would film like scene 38 first, and then 15, and then 42,
I didn't know
and
where
then
we
1,
were.
and we just did. They knew. They all had it mapped out in their head, and amazing. I mean, it was a blast.
Yeah,
It
thank
was
God for directors and producers, right?
Oh man,
Dude, I'm reading lines going over because I'm like thinking we're following the scene that we just did. We get over there and they're like, all right, we're doing this, and I'm like 8 pages up. Now I'm
Son of a
scrambling
bitch.
for my glasses again, trying to memorize those lines.
Yeah, not the funny thing, but they told Jim that his glasses were not in the right era, so
Something.
he had to remove them.
And I'm blind as a bat, man. It sucked. That was the only bad part about
they
it.
really paid attention to detail then. Shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, but we did night scene. We had night scenes in the middle of the woods, like way out in the woods. And Jim's like, "Fucking A, man, what am I gonna do?" I'd be like, "If you're coming up on a stump or something, I'll, I don't know.
No, don't worry about that. I'm running around with a 2-foot machete and knives, and I can't see where I'm going in the dark. Here I come.
Oh, it was a blast.
So how did you guys get involved in this project? Like, how did that come about?
Man.
One day and just said, "Hey, I'm shooting this movie. I keep imagining you as part of this. Like, you're a perfect fit." And I was like, "Oh, great." He's like, "I'll send you the script and you see what you think about it." He sent the script and I was like, "Cool, it sounds good to me." And then he said, "I need, if you know anyone, I need one more guy, like a real burly, bearded biker looking guy." I said, "Say no, I'll stop you right there. I already have somebody in mind."
Him. Yep, exactly.
I got him. And I called Jim and I was like, "Would you be down?" He's like, "Hell yeah, I'd be down." So
Sean, if you're watching, dude, the next script, if there's like a giant fat man with a green beard spot, don't forget me, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Well, and I will say, another thing is that recently my daughter, she's been wanting to act. Probably, I mean, she sees what I'm doing around, and she auditioned for a Kit Kat commercial recently. And then I contacted Sean, and there's actually a scene in this movie. They need a little girl. It's just they didn't shoot it yet because they haven't found the girl. Well, looks like my daughter is going to be part of this. So
nice, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully she gets to get all bloody and stuff. She'd love that.
Oh, yeah. No, bro. Well, I'll tell you what the scene.
All right.
It's perfect.
Cool.
And you, Fuzz, I'll tell you off the air too. I mean,
all right, man. Cool. So let me ask Jim this one. How long were you guys filming this for? How long was the filming for?
Oh, we probably had, I think, 2 sessions of like 2 days. We probably did 4 days, but over 6 months maybe, because rain was sucking, and then COVID, and then set schedules that the film dudes already had in place. We were starting to run into their stuff because this Full Moon Fathers was supposed to have been done and released like a year ago or 2 years ago, but COVID screwed everything up. So yeah, I think we probably filmed a total of 4 days, us, but I think they did way more days than that though with other people. And
way more days.
Yeah.
So Jim, what was your favorite part about being in a movie? I mean,
I don't know. I just like the whole process of it. I kind of wish I could get spots. One dude in the movie had the spot that I would have wanted. The guy who had his tongue removed and he didn't have any speaking lines. I hate having speaking lines because I can't. My memory just sucks, and I'm not interested in like learning the parts. But I probably would have acted better if I didn't have any lines at all to remember. But I just like the whole process of it. Just watching it go, and I don't mind doing a scene 100 times. It's like just to see the end product is well worth it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like seeing that behind the scenes stuff because it's like there's so much, like you guys said, the way they shoot the different blocks, like different parts of the movie at the same time. They'll do like part of the beginning, some of the end, like they'll do it all spotty like that. Just that makeup is cool just to see how it comes together in the end. That's probably going to be, you guys are going to be like, holy shit, that's awesome, right?
Yeah, I wish I took more pictures, but it was like we were so under the gun because schedules getting pushed around.
Sure.
Like I didn't have a lot of time to just mess around with camp. You know, it was just like get ready for your spot. Yeah, I probably took more
Yeah.
pictures for the 2 days I did with the skinless video behind the scenes stuff. But
So now will we
the
be
next one.
seeing will we be seeing a Vegas or Jim Star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame soon? Or I mean, I'd like to see it. That'd be sweet, you know.
Well, it's a start. This is a start.
Yeah,
You know,
well, I have
it's an
DV
indie
pages
film.
now.
Yeah, we do. We have our own pages,
That's it.
which is
We're on our
cool.
way.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do, boys. This is what I'll do. I will put this up on the wall right over here, so I can see it all the time. There. Now you're on Fuzzy's Walk
Hey,
of Fame. That's a start for
awesome.
you. That's a start for you.
I love it.
So, Jim, you play Benny Smith Jr., which the character they call Junior.
Yeah.
Tell us about your character if you can.
I guess I did have a lot of backstory that I remember. It was kind of more the backstory was more as the team. He was like a weapons expert of the team or blade expert of the team anyway. That was like his specialty. You know, it was more that was like their personalities kind of, you know, other than like the team leader, he had kind of a story, but everybody else was kind of just a group.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no real, you know, backstory too much. Other than my awesome $7 Salvation Army tank top.
Hell yeah. Hey, listen, man. Did you get to keep your wardrobe at the end?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, well, yeah, that was the other thing too. They, with my tattoos, they were like, that's not really representing the era either. So we have to cover you up. And I was like, oh, Jesus. It's August. Oh, was it August?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus, man. But then it got those cold, rainy days. I was like, well, at least I got this. Jesus.
Yeah, you're looking at everybody else like suckers. So Vegas, you play Uriah Bones or Bonds. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. Tell us about your character. Is that the same as like a group guy or?
Yeah, they kind of. I mean, the backstory they kind of skimmed over. I think I was Sergeant in Arms in this.
You're definitely more vocal. Like you were kind of like a in charge kind of guy for sure.
Yeah. I was a sassy, you know, biker guy, and yeah, there's definitely scenes where I wish I came in more prepared. But once we started going and getting, because I like, oh, what's my character? Oh, okay, I got you. I'll take that role. You know.
Were you guys like the creepy guys that stayed in character even when you weren't filming?
No.
No.
No. We were off. You know, I mean, we were either eating when we weren't shooting our scenes, because you know sometimes there was a good long while gaps in between. So me and Jim were either eating or, you know, talking music and all that good stuff.
Complain about when we can go home.
The woman that plays the witch, her story was her real life story is ridiculous, crazy.
Yeah.
Remember that, Jim?
Yeah. She's about getting stabbed and everything. Like, holy shit.
Holy crap. That's yeah. So
Yeah,
now what more can you tell us about the film without giving anything away? Because again, I don't want to, you know, I'm kind of.
And I pretty much, I think pretty much that talk right there is probably enough. Yeah, because because like the trailer kind of kept it pretty vague about what our backstory was.
Yeah, the trailer's out there, guys. So make sure you guys check that out, and make sure you guys are listen. We're gonna try and do something really big for October 16th. I don't know. Maybe we can even have Sean on the show at some point before.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm kind of digging, but maybe we can have Sean on the show as well, and I'm gonna try and work something out with the Malta Drive In so we can get, you know, some buzz around it, push people towards it, and you know, maybe give some tickets away. Who knows? If not, I'll buy them and give them away. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Man, it's a perfect October 16th. What a great time to see this kind of movie at a drive-in. I mean, it's awesome.
Oh hell yeah.
Right, but it's also got local actors with a local director and then all the people that know these local guys watching it. That's going to be a killer drive-in freaking party, man. That's going to be awesome.
Man, it's going to be a great party. And the ticket, I think the tickets will be $10. It's nothing.
Yeah, we should have like the end of the month, I guess. We'll have the pre-sale tickets available.
Yeah, we'll have them by the end of the month. Again, I want to say quick, it's a Sean Cranston film. Some of the other actors, Paul Schicchetti, Joe Riley, love those dudes. They're in a band called Deadlift. Jim, do you remember some of the other guys' names?
Just by their stage names.
I actually got from Sean today the whole list of the actors' names. And of course, I can't get out and get it now because it's in my text. So I meant to do that on the show. Everyone needs their props, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And again, if we can do another show before the release and maybe get Sean on too, and even some of the other guys, that'd be awesome. I would definitely be down for that. And, we can all talk about the movie and Sean can yell at everybody that's giving too much away. Like, shut up.
Killer.
But
I do know briefly that Sean was talking to the company that put out Toxic Avenger, and they showed a little interest in releasing it. So, I mean, there's still those possibilities around the corner. Who knows?
Yeah, man, I wish this film all the best because it looks like it's fucking killer. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it standing next to you guys. Hanging out,
that's awesome.
Out. Like, that's gonna be freaking great, And I'm gonna call Jim. I'll be calling Jim Jr. all night, and
it fits anyway.
I'll call you.
I was Junior my whole life anyway, so
I'll call you Mr. Bones, and you'll be like, "It's Bonds, damn it!" So you'll get sick of hearing me say Bones all the time, right? But no, man. I hope everybody that's listening and tell your friends, guys. It's The Full Moon Fathers is the name of it. The release date is October 16th. It is a Sean Cranston film. The screening is going to be at the Malta Drive In. For tickets, you can contact Jim Vegas. Probably talk to Malta Drive In if you're looking for tickets. I mean, but get there because it's going to be it. Not only is it going to be a killer film from what I've seen so far, but like I said, it's going to be a pretty killer party too. We're gonna have a lot of fun up there.
We're not taking it serious by any means. This is like we were happy to do it. We were proud to do it, but at the end of the day, it's an indie film. We're so blessed to be able to do it, and we just hope everyone we want to make this like a cult film, for the 518. Definitely.
Yeah, well, if we can help in any way, we will. Go ahead, bud.
One of the news anchormen is in this movie. Oh God, I think he's on Channel 6. Oh my God, one of the bigger known names is acting in this movie as well.
No kidding.
God, I dropped the ball on getting that.
Hey, listen, we'll pick the ball up at another time. We'll definitely,
right.
Before this premieres, we're gonna have another Full Moon Fathers show. I guarantee you that. I will.
Yeah. Cool.
I will definitely put that together, and we'll talk about the movies and what Sean's got coming up because I'm sure he's not a sit still guy. I'm sure he's probably planning the next 3. So, we'll put something together for sure and create a buzz and just mark that on your calendars, guys. October 16th, the Full Moon Fathers, Malta Drive In. You guys are all going. So I don't. There's no excuses. It's far enough away. Pencil it in on your schedule. Or
yes.
Junior and Uriah are going to be coming to your house and knocking on your fucking door, right?
And my friend Corey is doing a pig roast. He's gonna do a pig roast and the spread for that night. Like he's all about it. So,
dude, you had me at Full Moon Fathers, but now you're just teasing. You're just teasing a fat guy, bro. Come on,
man. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. Maybe a band. We've got a lot to talk about.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's gonna be a good goddamn time. So you guys think want to and for freaking $10, a movie and food and band and like how
Jim Wertman shirtless? Come on.
Jim Wertman. I got to see that earlier. It was amazing. Actually, no, I got to see both of you guys shirtless, and it was absolutely fantastic.
It was like an OnlyFans.
That's what I'm thinking. It was just for me. So screw all you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
I called Fuzzy straight out of the shower, man. I was like,
yeah, I'm still sweating from it, bro. Still sweating. Holy shit, man. Julia Davis says we're heading up all the way from Raleigh to attend the premiere.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man.
Amazing. Thank you.
Steve can't wait to see it. Paul Ruckwood says good evening to everybody. Gal Friday says Jim Wertman equals the man with the golden eye.
He really is.
That is I think that's a photo comment, I would hope.
Honestly, Jim, there's a couple pictures. You've taken the best photos of me ever, and I want to blow them up. Poster size.
We'll get him.
Oh, yes. Hey, lefthandcreation666.com. It's sending you right to the spot. I know right where it is. Hey, I know the guy. Tell him Fuzz saying I know the guy.
Fuzzy.
Listen, man, you guys have been more than gracious with your time. I appreciate it. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to tell the folks out there?
No, but thank you. Thank you for all your support. And
absolutely.
Tuning in tonight and all of that.
And I'm not going to toot my own horn, but there has been the numbers just that I can see are fucking huge. So, I appreciate you guys and everybody else for tuning in for sure. But you guys for being here and everybody else for tuning in. But
yeah, Fuzz, you keep the music scene, going with these podcasts. Thank you so much. I mean, really means a lot.
Listen, man, I do what I can. I just want everybody to be, I want everybody to be seen. Focus is on them. I just kind of sit here and act like an asshole for an hour and a half. So, you know what I mean? But, get the word out. That's exactly what the show's all about. Nippertown, same thing. That's, it's all about local, promoting our local people. And, I'm getting into some national stuff and trying to get a little bigger. But,
amen.
My heart is always in the 518 for sure. And you guys, not only am I able to call you guys friends, but both you guys, I have the ability to call brother, and I appreciate that for both you guys. You guys are two of the fucking coolest motherfuckers I know. So, I appreciate you guys so much. We're gonna wrap it up with you guys. You guys can catch Vegas and Jim in the Full Moon Fathers. The release date is October 16th. Screening at the Malta Drive In. Again, like Vegas said, there's going to be food, maybe a band. I mean, it's going to be a spectacle. You guys got to show up. October 16th. Mark it on your calendars. Gentlemen, I definitely appreciate you guys. If you guys are looking for tickets, contact Jim, Vegas, or the Malta Drive In, and we'll get you hooked up.
Fuzz,
thank you.
This is amazing. Thank you.
Been a pleasure, boys.
Jimmy.
See you guys soon.
Vegas, I'll see you soon.
All right, Junior. I'll talk to you.
All right, my boys. Hell of an interview, guys. Again, I can't do without you. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Listen, if you guys could, please head over to YouTube, youtube.com/thatfuzzandrock show. Give us a quick subscribe. Click the little notification button or the little notification bell. You'll tell you exactly when we go on. If you're over on the YouTube side, head over to Facebook side, facebook.com/thatfuzzandrock show. And that one, you just hit the follow button. Like the videos if you guys like what you see. Instagram and TikTok is at That Fuzzing Rock Show. Definitely appreciate your time. And thank you guys all for tuning in. It has been one hell of a night. You guys got to check this Full Moon Fathers movie out. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Do not forget that Nipperfest is July 23rd at Music Haven in Schenectady. Make sure you're going Wednesday nights to the King's Inn for open mic night. Go over there and tell Cassidy that Fuzz sent you and say hi to Humpy and Judy for me. And that's it for me, guys. I will see you guys again next Thursday evening, 7 p.m. The mayor of Nippertown is going to be on here. We're going to be talking all about Nipperfest. Look forward to seeing you guys all there. And that's it, guys. That's all I got for you.
Get the fuck out of here.
You got it, buddy. I'll see you guys next week. Put it in the books. I'm out.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Honey Badger doesn't give a shit.